Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody. You and me. We have to talk. A lot of stuff happened today. It's a freak show, but it's beautiful. It's all good. And yeah, so let's get to that. So yeah, today is Thursday, October 8th, 2020. Just a lovely day. Nice little rally on Wall Street. Nothing major, but a rally nonetheless. So what else happened in the market? How about cryptocurrencies? Did you see what happened to Bitcoin and the other cryptocurrencies? Hold that thought. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. All right, so gold and silver did catch a bid today. The dollar got weaker. 10-year yield 0.77. Crude oil is getting bid higher too. Keep that in mind because we're going to talk about why, because it's just lovely. In case you don't know. Yeah, some very lovely stuff happened today. You know what? Why don't we do this? I'm going to go over some stuff with all of you like I've been doing lately. Because, look, it was a fun-filled day, packed with just stuff. And we love stuff, don't we? All right, I'm going to open up this page here, and we're going to talk. So I already explained to you, nice little rally on Wall Street, nothing major, stocks higher nonetheless. I mean, the scenario was quite obvious. You got, look, more easy money than you can imagine that's going to pour into this market. And the Federal Reserve is gonna monetize all the debt, trillions. And as a matter of fact, the Federal Reserve is prepared to issue trillions upon trillions upon trillions of dollars in more debt. Trust me on this one. I think you already know that. And it's just going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful to see how the markets react, how people don't do anything about it. They allow themselves to be destroyed. It's crazy, but that's just the way it's going to play out. So let's talk, you and me. So understand, we got abysmal economic news today. Last week, another 840,000 people filed for first-time unemployment claims. And but you know the lie. We're adding jobs. We're adding nothing, zero. You know who had more credibility last night than anyone else? The fly that was stuck on Mike Pence's head. The fly knows a POS when it sees one, so you see it landed on him, and it did what it had to do. I'm sure it laid some eggs. Isn't that what flies do when they land on shit? I don't know, but that's what I think happened. Yeah, we're not adding any jobs. We're not in a recovery whatsoever, but certain politicians want you to believe that, and you can believe that if you want to, as you're being led to the slaughter. All right, let's move forward here a little bit here. So here we go. This is a Federal Reserve economist here saying the Fed will at least another $3.5 trillion in QE from the Federal Reserve is coming. Me personally, $3.5 trillion, I think this is way conservative. Way conservative. A lot more than that. Now, going back to Bitcoin, a massive purchase today by Square. Square purchased $50 million of Bitcoin today, and Bitcoin is now almost $11,000 off of that news, and it picked up all of the other cryptocurrencies. You have to understand, like I always talk about Bitcoin. Why? Bitcoin is really the granddaddy of all this, and so when Bitcoin moves, it moves the rest of the cryptocurrency market. I think you all get that. But this plays right into what I've been talking about forever. The cryptos are so undervalued. It's just completely insane. So again, that's where they're going. They're going to move up. Now let's talk more a little bit here. Let me just give this to you real quick. You know what? I don't know if I should or not because some people are going to just hate it. You know what? I won't do that then. I don't want to piss anybody off. Let's move forward a little bit more. So Citigroup today, people, guess what happened? They paid a $400 million fine. Yeah, $400 million fine because they've been involved in some nefarious activities in the market. And they paid a $400 million fine. No arrests, though. Could you imagine if you were rigging the market, spoofing the market, what would happen to you? Do you think you would just have to pay a fine? It's unbelievable. Bank after bank after bank. It will not stop. Here was my question. What do you believe would happen to you if you were caught rigging the markets and manipulating asset prices? Just pay a fine? I don't think so. I guess you know who rules the freaking world here. President Trump said he's very proud of how he's pushing the FDA to, I guess, certify this warp speed vaccine. You go get it, and let me see what happens to you first. Yeah, warp speed. You got to have a warped brain, okay? But that's just me, and if you want to get triggered, that's fine too. Now, how about this one? You know, this Regeneron thing. So we understand the president was hospitalized, and he was put on this Regeneron drug that's supposed to boost the antibodies. And the president is like a spokesperson now for Regeneron. Here we go. Does anybody find it interesting that President Trump is pushing Regeneron Pharmaceuticals as if it were the second coming? Granted, apparently he was put on this drug because he had COVID. Did he? Anyway, okay. And President also says he doesn't think he's contagious. No, he doesn't think so. But Regeneron stock is doing very well here. And this I found a little disturbing. And this is on video, so don't get triggered. If you want to see the video, I put a link to this on my Facebook page, my Twitter feed. The president is saying, this is beautiful. Trump calls contracting the coronavirus a blessing from God. It's a blessing from God himself. Or herself. I don't know. But I think... I personally feel he's unfit to be president, and I think you would most of you would agree. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about Lloyd Blankfein. We all know about Lloyd. Lloyd over there, you know, Goldman Sachs CEO for like a million years. Anyway, this guy is saying he sees bubble elements in the market. Let's do this together. We're going to give a big duh. All right, but I want to do this together. I want to imagine that we're all doing this together. All right, so again, Lloyd Blankfein is saying that there are bubble elements to the market. Ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Duh! You cannot make this stuff up if you tried. But that's the environment we're in. It's so twisted. Now, you know what? I'm not going to even talk about that either. Look, I'm all about getting people triggered, and I love it. But, I'm going to say it anyway. Flashback. When President Trump ran in 2016, he said, we got to get rid of this $19 trillion in debt. I think we could do it fairly quickly. How about now the debt is at $27 trillion plus? How did that work out for you? Real good? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who bought that one. Let's again. Let's skip that. Let's move forward. A couple more things I want to talk about here. Let me ask you this real quick, and this is important. All right. So we understand, and it's no secret, Big Pharma, they are raking it in right now. They got tens of billions of dollars from President Trump to develop the warp speed vaccine. Now here we go. In your opinion, will the American people get a single dime of the tens of billions given to Big Pharma for the development of this warp speed vaccine, or will it be business as usual? A royal screwing for the American people. Let's see. Choice A, we're all going to do great. We're going to get that money back. Choice B, a royal screwing. What do you think? I will, I promise you, read the comments. Let's see. What do you think? Royal screwing sound about right? Yeah, I think that sounds about right to me. So let's move forward here. Let me talk about this. So Pelosi today, she said that no standalone piecemeal bill for stimulus is going to be released. It's like she wants the American people to get some help here. I got that part. I don't happen to like the woman, but this makes sense to me because the airlines are now threatening yet again. Today, the airline CEOs are threatening to lay off thousands of people if they don't get help, and now, not only are the airlines threatening that, they're also saying, well, we're going to cut services too. Fantastic. Sounds great to me. Why don't they start doing that? But again, so Pelosi said no standalone bill, though the president says, we should be giving airlines $25 billion immediately. He wants it approved, although they just got $25 billion with the promise they wouldn't lay anybody off. Real deal maker here. It's awesome. Awesome. But anyway, so we understand what happened. And you know what? I actually respected the president. When the president said, see, a lot of you are confused. When the president said that that's it, no more stimulus talks, it ends now, we're going to do it after I win the election. Okay, we all knew he would fold. I knew he would fold. I said it right on my video blog. And the shame of it is he did fold. Now, this is me. In my opinion, if POTUS had stuck to his guns and not worried about the stock market, because that's what he was worried about, holding off those stimulus talks, instead of folding in less than 24 hours, he would have had and kept a position of strength and a deal would have occurred. Maybe by now. But he couldn't even wait 24 hours. It's embarrassing. The folder in chief. Too bad. You know who lost? You did. I did. Okay, that's who lost here. What is he going to do? Flip-flop back now? The Pelosi saying no standalone airline deal? No piecemeal deal? Maybe he will flip-flop again. And this time, no, he can't even do it. He can't even flip-flop back because he'll look too stupid. So anyway, you know, I don't want to talk about that. Let me just whiz through this here. Here we go. This is a big one. So Saudi Arabia is saying that it may halt plans to cut production. I'm sorry. Saudi Arabia may halt plans for OPEC to boost oil output. Well, what did this do? Gave crude oil a nice boost today. You know, boost that energy sector, financial, stock market goes higher. You love how this plays out? It's incredible. It really is. Anyway, I already explained to you what the Federal Reserve is doing. And it's just a lovely thing. It really is. Anyway, and the last thing I want to talk to you about is this. Actually, there's two things. Ben Bernanke was out today, and this is his exact words. It's not clear, I'm going to read this to you, if stock prices are overvalued. So to Ben Bernanke, you know, former Federal Reserve chairperson, it's not clear to him that the stock market is overvalued. So it's fuzzy. It's not clear. Think about what I'm going to tell you. This is the same guy who said the housing bubble / subprime credit crisis was contained just before it brought the world into a financial meltdown. So you know what? Be afraid. Be afraid. This guy, he's a scholar of one type or the other. Maybe he's a scholar of wiping his rear end, okay? The guy was consistently wrong. It missed the biggest meltdown in the history of the world. And you can't make this stuff up, but it's fuzzy. It's not clear to him that stocks are overvalued at this point. And then at 2 o'clock, actually not far from now, I will be on with Lynette Zhang, and I am looking very forward to that. Let me close this window real quick. So look, I think you got the picture of what's going on here and the truth about what's going on. If you can't handle the truth, if this triggers you, please, I'm telling you, don't watch my videos. You know, unsubscribe. How many times do I have to tell you that? I asked people to unsubscribe the other day. I got 1,000 more that by the next morning. Okay, I don't get it. I really don't. Unsubscribe if you can't handle the truth. Tell me where I am wrong. What have I said that's wrong? I don't think I've said one thing wrong here. Okay, at all, zero. I don't get some of you people. I really don't. You know, you're just too brainwashed. You're going down the toilet bowl, waving to your hero as you go down the freaking toilet. Yeah! You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be freaking kidding me. Is this the state of brain dead that we have in our country right now? I guess so. All right, look, I'm out of here. I got to get ready for Lynette. I love Lynette. Lynette, if you're watching this, and I'm looking so forward to seeing you, this guy loves you a lot. I'll see you in a little bit, and I'll see all of you tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.